Hey guys, Mary Ann here with Shop and Crafty. As you know probably, if you've watched any of my videos, my sister is getting married in October and I have been really stressed about that because my other sister got married just a few months ago, and before that she had to postpone her wedding for health reasons, and I had already spent money on the original date for the wedding, buying plane tickets, stuff like that. So it has been a big financial burden going to my sister's weddings. But I was talking to one of my sisters the other day and she came up with a great idea for how to save money on my plane ticket. This is what we're doing. I have one sister who lives in Florida. She's the one who is already married. She just got married. And I have one sister who lives in Charleston. She's getting married in October. And tickets to Charleston are really expensive because it's a small airport. There are not a lot of flights going there. On the other hand, flights to Orlando can get super cheap, $200 or less. And so I am going to fly to Orlando and drive with my sister who lives in Orlando up to Charleston because she was planning on driving to the wedding anyway. So I think it's like a 10-hour drive, maybe 6 to 10 hours. I'm not really sure. But that was a really cool way that I saved a couple $100, and the caveat, of course, is that means I'm on vacation a few days longer. But it's a trade-off because I'm not gonna be able to work those couple of days at my serving job or babysitting. So I'm losing out on the money I'm making. That's true. So it sort of balances out the amount of money I'm spending, but it's the difference between spending $400 on a plane ticket to Charleston, having a 3-day vacation and coming home and going to work, or having, say, spending $200 on a plane ticket, having a 6-day vacation and coming home. The amount of money I spend is ultimately going to balance out, but it's 6 vacation days versus 3. So that's what I am doing. It's basically just about making my money go as far as I can in a good way. It's about being frugal and realizing the cost versus the benefit. And I think this was the right choice. And of course, spending money on hotels and stuff won't be more expensive because I'm going to be staying at my sister's house in Orlando on the other days. She's driving me. And I'm sure they will be providing me with a lot of food. And this whole trip I'm pretty much going to be taken care of food-wise. And I've already paid for the house we're renting in Charleston for 2 nights in Charleston. I've already paid for that, so that's taken care of. I've bought one of my plane tickets. I bought both of them last night, and then I realized I mixed up one of the dates. I was flying in on the day we were supposed to be driving up. So I have to move it up, but it was cheaper overall if I bought them separately, so I was able to just cancel one of the tickets, and I still have my return flight from Orlando because that was super cheap. It was like 98 bucks. And now I just gotta go search and find the cheapest new flight to Orlando on October 25th. So that is how I'm saving a couple $100 on plane tickets. Overall, I'm not making more money or saving money overall because I'm gonna make less money that month for those couple days, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's more fun time, and at the end of the day I'll have the same amount of money. I think that was pretty cool, and it makes having to spend that money a little less painful because if I'm spending like $1,000 for a 3-day trip it's gonna be packed with stuff to do, and like not in a bad way. Like yeah, my sister's wedding is gonna be great, rehearsal dinner is gonna be great, but I'm looking forward to having some down days and actual vacation days if I'm going to be spending that much money on something. And then it'll be my cousin's wedding, and she is like a sister to me, so I gotta go to that wedding. I might also be in that wedding. Well, she hasn't actually asked me yet, but she implied as much. And I think if she doesn't ask me to, it's going to be because she knows I can't afford to keep doing this. I need to spend money on myself, guys. Come on. But I am excited for the wedding. It's gonna be great. And I'll probably get a couple free Disney days in Orlando because my sister works for the company, which will be awesome. Okay, I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye. So I just bought my replacement ticket to fly to Orlando because I had bought one way each way because it was cheaper the day I bought them, but I messed up the day I was flying in. And I was freaking out about that yesterday because I had been able to get a one-way, like, no-stop ticket, and all the ones that were the same price were really long hours of travel, like 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., stuff like that, to get there a day earlier. But today I checked, and I was able to get a one-way, no-stop flight to Orlando for $89. And that was like $33 cheaper than the flight I canceled. So now I spent, oh, it's great. I spent $181.40 on my plane tickets for Orlando, and by flying to Orlando instead of Charleston. And in Orlando I can stay with my sister on the extra days, so having the extra flexibility with the dates that I could fly helped me save money, and I don't have to pay for room and board. And I looked up just to see what was going on. I looked up how much tickets for a plane trip to Charleston directly would be just flying out of LAX for the specific dates, because if I was just flying to Charleston, I had to fly on those dates because those are the dates I have a place to stay. And a flight to Charleston for those dates was $429. So even if I'm taking a few more days off work, I think now I've definitely actually saved money overall, because that is a saving, like, that's a difference of $247.60. I'm really excited about that. And this way I get to spend more time with my sisters, and I get to see Hanson because they're playing in Orlando at Epcot, and it's free because my sister works there, as I said, I think, in the earlier video. Okay, so $247.60 is how much I saved. Yes, I call that a big win. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye.